Yo, hey guys, it's Pop and Jacques Slade here. Back with another unboxing, and today I actually have two unboxings for you. These are two recent pickups that I've added to my collection. These are personal pairs, and I don't usually put my personal pairs here for the unboxings just because it's just something that I try to keep to myself. But for these two pairs, they did get a little hype around them, so I figured it'd be pretty dope to show them off for people that hadn't seen them or wanted to get a better look at them. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. First off, let's get into this pair. And if you've been into sneakers in the last few weeks, you probably already know what this pair is. This is the Nike Air Fear of God Raid. It's based off the Air Raid from back in the day that was designed by Tinker Hatfield. I was a big fan of the Air Raid. It was very much like an outdoor basketball shoe and had those vibes to it, and you can definitely see those vibes on this shoe. Obviously the box comes in a little different. This is like a muted orange, even though this is feel like it's a sportswear release and they usually come in that orange box, and this one has like a muted orange with the white just to kind of give it a little extra pop there. And in the box, just real simple, just regular paper, nothing fancy. That's what it appears to be though. But if you really look at this paper, it says Fear of God. It's very, very light, so you do get some extra love with the tissue paper here, but you don't really notice it if you just like open the box and just kind of tear into them. And obviously they give them a little extra attention and wrap them really well, and there you go. Just a totally different silhouette from the folks at Nike, and I love what they're doing with Jerry Lorenzo because they're like kind of pushing the limits of what you can do or what a collaboration is supposed to be. A lot of times in sneaker design, when they collaborate with somebody, they don't allow them to really change the silhouette, at least not change the silhouette a lot. And what Jerry has done has almost really made a completely different silhouette. So this obviously is rooted in basketball. Jerry Lorenzo is obviously a big basketball fan. He's here in LA and he loves baseball as well, by the way. But this shoe takes roots, obviously, like I said before, from the Air Raid, which is designed by Tinker Hatfield. It was a basketball shoe, but it kind of had a lot of lifestyle vibes, and people definitely wore it as a lifestyle shoe. But when we get to this one, I think those lifestyle vibes are obviously elevated. This is definitely way more lifestyle than the Air Raid was, even though it does have this big unit here at the bottom. So let's go into a little bit of the details about the shoe. Obviously, you see that it has a black here on the upper, and I'm not sure if this is nubuck or if it's suede. I'm going to guess that it's just a really nice nubuck, but definitely not sure about that. And then it has these straps. I haven't even put these on yet. Literally, this is the first time I took them out of the box, so I'm giving you like my first impressions of the shoe as I show them to you. So it has these straps on it, and I always wondered if they were elastic. There's definitely a lot of Velcro, but oh yeah, so these are definitely elastic, so to give you some give around your foot. So the lockdown is there, but you also have a little bit of give. There's Velcro here on the straps, Velcro in the middle, and they almost kind of hide the Nike sign on the mid panel here towards the heel. So there's a Nike sign here. It's like definitely this. It's the same color, black, and you almost miss it when you see that the straps are here, which gives the shoe a very kind of unique, like solid, almost a luxury shoe kind of look. And I think that's something that Jerry Lorenzo has been really good at doing, is elevating his shoe to give it a luxury style, but definitely keeping the athletic vibes in the shoe, which is really, really important. Now, I don't know why I just closed these up, but let me open these back up. But if you look at the full upper of the shoe, that again, Velcro here, Velcro there, uses suede or maybe nubuck here. I'm not sure. I believe this is just like a nubuck here on the upper. It extends around the toe, but then here at the toe, there's actually a neoprene here, and it has some lines that really accentuate the shape of the shoe. So the toe of these is a little thin, if you guys can see that. So the toe, it kind of trims down a little bit, but then they have these stitches here that reinforce. I'll say they kind of reinforce those lines, which is something that designers often do. They'll give these subtle hints of the shape of the shoe with the lines or the stitching inside the shoe, and they did that here. You see we have the obvious stitching here around the toe to kind of give the shoe a very like finished and very quality sort of feel. So you see that there, and this, it almost feels like a moccasin in a sense. Like I could see myself wearing these without the straps. Like if you took these straps off and wore this shoe just like this, it kind of gives the shoe like a high-end sort of vibe, which is a little different. And I wonder, maybe I'll just cut these off and just wear it without the straps, just to kind of give it that vibe, even though you do have these Velcro patches here, and I don't think you can remove those. I don't know if those are stitched in or glued on, but I kind of like the vibe of it just like that without the straps. It's like the moccasin, but not exactly. You have these nice thick round laces on here, which I definitely like on here, and then you have the Air Fear of God on the lace loop right there, which I think is a very cool touch. Looking at the outsole, definitely a nice sort of rubber here. It's nothing game changing, but you do see that they have this translucent panel here right at the heel, and they have the Air unit in there, and then the Nike swoosh that kind of is accented there. And then you see it says Air 180 Fear of God, and then the serial number, which is 8329166. I wonder, is that the same number that's on the box for the product number? No, it's not. So I don't know what that stands for, the 8329166. I'll have to look that up. And then final details, we have Nike Air on the heel there and Nike Air on the heel there. But I'm gonna take a look inside, see if they gave any like custom insoles on these. And you get a custom insole that says Air Fear of God, which is very nice. Overall, I like the look of this silhouette. It's definitely something different, not your usual sneaker. And if you're looking for something that kind of takes you out of the normal everyday sneaker that we always see, then I think this model is a good model to go with. It's just a different look. It's a more mature look, fashion-wise. It definitely takes you in a different direction, but I think it also works for the sneakerhead as well. If you want to kind of just flip things a little bit and show a little more character to your wardrobe, this is kind of the sneaker that you go with. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys a quick look at these. I caught these on Sneakers a few weeks ago. Oh, and they also come with white laces if you want to throw white laces in there. So just want to give you guys a quick look at those. All right, now let's move on to the second pair. So for the second pair, this is the one that I'm really excited about. So I got the original pair of these. Very, very lucky to get the original pair of these. So when this colorway came out as well, I'm definitely into the look of this sneaker. So I thought it would be cool to add this sort of to the collection. Again, got these on Sneakers. So big shout out to Sneakers, because you don't often get the sneakers that you want, and I got the ones that I want. So take these out of the box, and here you go. This is the John Elliot LeBron Icon. Now, most of you out there that are familiar with LeBron James's line, you'll recognize this silhouette because they did a black and white version of this shoe as well. But I don't know how many people really realize that this shoe is actually based on the LeBron 8. And obviously the LeBron 8 had the South Beach colorway, which was probably, I'm gonna say probably the most popular LeBron signature colorway ever. I don't think there's any colorway that's as popular as the South Beach. Obviously you have the One, and those are popular, and certain different models. There's like Fruity Pebbles and all those sorts of shoes, but the South Beach was just on a different level, designed by Jason Petrie, and it just took LeBron's signature line to a different level back then. Anyway, so getting back to these, so these are designed by John Elliot. He's obviously a fashion designer, designs like these really dope, like almost I would say essentials that have this really nice quality and really great lines to them, and that kind of goes along with this shoe. You see those same sort of lines with a focus on the outside of the shoe and how it looks. Something that, you know, is a little different about these is that the upper is actually translucent, and so you can see through it, and so you'll be able to see your socks. So I'm not sure this is a shoe that you're gonna want to wear with no socks, but if you got that vibe, your feet look good, you get a pedicure, then you could rock it. The upper is made of like this thin, almost plastic material. There's a ripstop nylon here at the toe, and then I think that actually is here as well on the side panel. So the whole upper kind of feels like a ripstop, that sort of ripstop nylon material. It's really focused here at the toe, but then the upper feels a little more plastic, like it has a little bit more backing to it. The ankle section is leather here, and it's really nicely padded. And I think they added this padding here almost to kind of protect you from this plastic or this ripstop panel, because there's like a really sharp, well, I don't want to say it's sharp, but it's a flat line, and like if that rubs against your ankle, you could definitely feel that, and I imagine that would definitely cause some irritation. So they added some leather here around the ankle. You get a nice leather heel pull here at the back. And then at the bottom, it looks like you get the full tooling of the LeBron 8. Now, this outsole is translucent, but it also has kind of like a gum feel to it. It's not exactly a gum outsole, which is something that I obviously really, really like. If you've been watching this channel, you know that I'm a big fan of gum outsoles. And with this model, they kind of touch on that just a little bit through this translucent outsole. I'm not sure if I would have loved these with just a flat gum outsole, or if this is actually going to work. I'm just have to wear them a couple times just to kind of see where that vibe is. Going back to the details here, they have a leather pull here at the bottom of the eye stay. The rest of this section here, it feels like it's a synthetic leather. This doesn't feel like this is leather, or more maybe like a plastic as well, like a reinforced plastic for the laces. Then the tongue, you have that same sort of ripstop nylon that you find here at the toe. You have it here on the tongue, but you have an embedded Nike swoosh, or the Nike logo with the Nike swoosh. And then here on the ripstop nylon, as you can see, they have a stitched Nike swoosh right there, which, you know, definitely has that Nike vibes. I almost wish this wasn't here and he kept it clean and just had the Nike here, because you'll notice here there's not a lot of branding anywhere on the shoe. There's nothing on the heel. If this wasn't here, you probably wouldn't even know that this was a Nike shoe. The only place it showed up would be here on the tongue. I feel like they almost had to throw it here just so people knew that it was a Nike shoe. But if you wanted to rock these and you could find some way to take off that Nike swoosh, no one would know whether you were wearing Nikes or just a different pair of sneakers, which I think is actually kind of cool. I'm into the sneakers. I mean, obviously I do love shoes with the big Nike swoosh or the big Jordan or the big logos, but to also kind of have something that doesn't have a big logo or a big brand on it, I think that vibe is really dope as well. But again, you have it here at the toe just to make sure that you know that it is a Nike shoe. Again, I really love that they added the full LeBron 8 tooling on here. I think that's a very nice touch, and it gives the shoe, gives it an athletic vibe while still keeping the very like casual lifestyle vibe that goes along with this shoe. As I said before, I was able to get these on sneakers. Big shout out to sneakers, because I don't win on sneakers very often or get the things that I want on sneakers very often. So definitely excited to get this pair. This wasn't like a draw or anything like that. I just randomly got them. So just quick, these were, I believe they were 200, these were 250. So these were 250 on sneakers. If you want to get yourself a pair of those, I think they're sold. I'm not sure if they're sold out. So you may still be able to get those, but those are 250. And then these were, what is this, 190? Yeah, and then these were 190. So again, Air Raid Fear of God, inspired by the Air Raid, like 90s heritage coming together on a lifestyle / basketball shoe with the Air unit there at the bottom. And then the LeBron Icon by John Elliot. Sorry, these are by Jerry Lorenzo, Fear of God. These are by John Elliot, that 8 tooling. And it's a mix of basketball and lifestyle, which is kind of how I think all of this whole sneaker world kind of got started, with a mix of basketball and lifestyle. Those are the worlds that we live in. Anyway, as always, let me know which one of these you like, or if you don't like either one of them and you think you wouldn't buy either one of them. Let me know which one you like or you don't like. As always, guys, I'm Jacques Slade. Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe. And if you really like what you see here, why don't you go ahead and turn on those notifications. As always, I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Which one is your favorite?
I'll say of these, I like, so here's the thing. I like the style of these. I'm not sure I want it. The clear thing still kind of worries me, so I'm gonna have to wear these and just kind of see how that goes. But I like the materials and construction of these. I'm not sure I'm cool enough to wear this style yet, though. Like, I'm gonna try, but that's definitely like a whole different vibe as far as like the style. But these are more athletic, which is definitely the way that I dress. So that's my way of not really answering your question. Because I don't know, I don't know which one to go with. I like the style and the athletic vibe of these, but I want to kind of upgrade my wardrobe and like change the style and the feel of the way that I dress, and I feel like these shoes would do that. So yeah.
Will you say these are your personal pair? What made you pick these two up?
I wanted these because I have the black and white pair. So I have where's the black and white pair? So I have this pair. So I have this pair, the black and white pair, and I really love these. I haven't worn these yet, but I really like the way that these look, and I haven't worn them yet. So that made me want to get this pair as well and kind of rock with these together. There's another neon pair of these coming out too, and I'm definitely going to try and get those and try to unbox those. But yeah, that's where that whole vibe. That's what made me get these. And then these again, the Air Raid was a really dope shoe, and I've been wanting to get my hands on some of the Fear of God stuff because I haven't had any of it yet. And this was the first pair I was actually able to get. And seeing these in person, I was definitely skeptical. I didn't know if I was going to actually keep these, but I almost like I love the Air Raid vibes, but I do really want to like just rock these without these straps on it. I kind of like this look. It's like it's different. It has almost like a moccasin sort of vibe to it. So I like that. I'm not sure. Like, it's like, do I want to ruin the shoe or is it ruining it or just kind of making it my own? I don't know, because I don't know how that's gonna look when if I take this off. If I can take this off.
Call shoe surgeon.
Yeah, call shoe surgeon, and have him maybe take it off and see. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll try it and just see how it works. You know, you never know what the vibe will be, because it kind of looks like a Vandal, like a blazer almost, but then it has like this like toe. Like if you do it like this, it kind of looks like a Nike Blazer or a Nike Vandal, but then you just kind of flip it with like the moccasin sort of toe. So it's like a mix of a bunch of different things. It's like an Air Raid, a moccasin, a blazer, and a Vandal, like kind of all mixed together. But then you have like this super unique midsole and outsole that you don't usually see on a shoe. So I'm not sure yet. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see what I do yet. We'll see what I do. You guys tell me. What do you think? Should I cut off the straps? What do you think? Should I cut off the straps? What do you guys think? Like that look? Yay? Nay? Anyway. All right. I'll see y'all